My family means everything to me. They are it. They're my heart and my life. Yeah, I do anything for them. I love them, immeasurably.
One particular day, Stephanie and I said, Sophie's growing. She's growing. And she had always teased, I'm the shortest in the family. We thought, her face is thinning out. And she had stomach pain and nausea and all the symptoms that we thought were stomach flu. She has a birthday party. We're like, she seems to be fine. That progressed throughout the evening, and we're on the phone with our doctor, and she has trouble breathing, and the situation got progressively worse. And our doctor at that point said, you need to take her to the hospital.
I'm Sofia Pantano. I live in Bennington, Nebraska, and I'm 14 years old. I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes on September 14th, 2015.
And from there, we were admitted to the ICU. And Sophie was really sick, making sure she could open your eyes, Sophie, open your eyes, every hour for 24 hours. They couldn't get a line because she was so dehydrated, so they couldn't get a line in. They had to stick her in over and over. And you hate to see your kid like that. Like, you hate to see your child like that. And you don't know if she's gonna be okay.
I didn't understand the severity of the disease until I was in the hospital room and I saw her hooked up to all these things, and then that's where I got hit with the reality of it. I felt small. I couldn't do anything. I sat down in a chair next to her. I grabbed her hand and I cried. It was super emotional.
When she was in the ICU and she just looked so fragile. I felt like if I would touch her, she would break. So I just cried.
But I'm not sure you know what it means until you go through it. And the trauma, the embarrassment, and embarrassment in terms of how, as parents, could we not have identified something sooner? You see the strength that your child has. Sophia she's remarkable.
I never really thought of it like that. I've always thought about it as something that I have and that I just need to get over it and just do it, to just live.
She went back to school shortly after. The third day she came in, she goes, people at school are asking me what this thing is and I can't communicate what it is. Can we get some people from Children's to come and speak to our class? And we said, absolutely. I'll never forget that one little boy in the front, as a kid does, raised his hand and he said, can Sophia die from this? And that was the first time that sitting in the back of the room, it had been said aloud. And when the nurses looked at the little boy and then looked at Sophia and said, yes, she could, at that moment, it became the most real.
And you hope you are doing it right every day, and you can do the same thing one day that you do the next day, and it can be completely different. And I spent many nights not sleeping, laying in bed, replaying just what could have happened. This is my baby. It's my baby.
Well, when we first got it, the first year probably, we would weigh everything of food, or they would weigh everything. They'd wake up, they'd stay up at night, they'd sleep super lightly because of the alerts on the phone, and they'd go up and check her every hour. And it was just they were always up, they were always going, they were always on. They didn't really have a break.
To be in a spot where you say, I don't want you to have to deal with this every minute of your life until we find a cure. There's There's a somberness about that and a reality that sets in that creates this helplessness.
But I've never been negative about my disease, really. I mean, sometimes I'm like, this just sucks. But I mean, I've never I've never hung on that feeling for very long, because I'm just like, well, it's this thing that I have. So why make a big deal about it if I can just do it and still continue to live and be healthy with this disease?
You know, she's never complained.
She's,
Ever. Ever. And she's actually said before, you know, Mom, I think it's probably good that I got type 1. And I was like, what are you talking about? And she goes, Mom, look at all the good we've done since I've been diagnosed.
We have definitely embraced JDRF, yes, 100%. My dad multiple times has said that he loves JDRF and everything that it does, and I do too.
My parents are super involved, especially JDRF. It's such an amazing community, and they've really just welcomed it with open arms.
We're getting a lot of things done, and I'm really, really proud of and grateful and thankful of everyone and how much they do and what they give, and it's just super helpful because I know that I'm loved, and then that in return makes me love them, and it just makes me feel really good that knowing that we're making just a little bit of a difference at least.
I see a clear path to the cure. It's there. So what do we need to do to get there? It's out there. Research. Dollars. Advancements.
I do believe they're gonna find a cure. I hope they're gonna find a cure.
I believe we're close. I believe every day we are closer. It takes creativity, patience,
Passion.
passion, and it takes the belief that there will be a cure.